All right, she's finally here, and he brought the razor. Yeah, so we're about to get started on the doors. This is how they come packaged. These are the Bear Claw V2 doors. Had a little hole in the box here, and rubbed off some paint, which we'll show you later. But that's actually going to go up like right here at the where everyone can see it. But I don't know whose fault that would be. But anyway, so we're going to take a look at that. Going to get him mounted. Since he's already got the cage on here, he doesn't have the support bars anymore. So it should be fairly quick. We're going to pop out these two, this one, and that screw right here, and then slap them on, and it should be pretty good. And here's all his stuff for his front diff. You got a bearing and seals here. We ended up getting the roll pin punches, actual real ones for the pin, which we're going to replace with a bolt, a new sprag carrier, which they should put a cardboard box behind this thing to keep this thing from bending, because if it's bent just a little bit, then it's no good. But they should. Anyways, you got a new aluminum cage right here, and more seals and stuff in there. So yeah, it's gonna get all new front diff, new cage upgrades, and doors. So we're about to unpackage this and get started. All right, so got them out of the box real quick. Kevin would like to say that he'd really like bubble wrap on the corners to protect the edges, because it was just wrapped in like 2 sheets of plastic. But they got here. They're pretty well override, or good, because it's just gonna go in the woods. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna take these out right now. Get to it. All right, I know I didn't film this side, but went in pretty smooth, and we kind of wanted to get a test for it because it didn't come with any instructions. But everything lined up perfect with the aftermarket cage. Everything's working great now. Barely anything on it. I mean, it's just smooth. That double latch system. Since there's no instructions on these, the nuts go on the outside here, and the bracket goes on the inside. Of course, leave everything loose, adjust it, adjust this up and down. But yeah, it's looking good. The side profile is not that much wider than actually its fender flares. Don't stick out anything past that, Kevin. We did notice though that I think this is a different style than even what they showed on the advertisement, because everything here is cut out. It's nice and open now. I believe before it went right here, it used to come up and then over, but now it's all cut out again. So it's just this section, and it's a ton of room in here. I mean, you can get in here and get to your belt, everything. Well, on the 800s anyways. Way nice. And like I said, just closes nice. Alright, so here's how you install the door. Install the door, Kevin. Just drop it down on that back spot there. Make sure your bracket is down there. Lift it up a little bit. Open the door. Slide that through. Slide. Alright, we got done with it. I didn't make an install video per se because it's too simple. I mean, you guys, it's like 4 bolts. And then you got just a little bit of adjustments here. I mean, just latch it up, mount your mounting latch right there, up and down. Make sure you get a good even space all the way around. It is a 2-person job. I mean, it definitely helped having Kevin here holding it, and then me tightening it down and adjusting everything. The back is pretty well, the back bolt's pretty well easy. Just snap that down. Like I said, with it cut out the way it was right here, plenty of room to get in and out. Of course, you just always want to watch out for that sticking out, but plenty of room on the inside, even for me. The latch right here, you kind of got to watch out for on your knees sometimes, but plenty of room. It's going to work great. If we have any rattling, which we don't know yet, it's going to be right here. They usually just take a piece of foam and put the foam right there, even probably the soft side of Velcro, or just whatever you got will work. Just make sure all your gaps are good. Like I said, it's too simple to make, you know, a detailed video on to install these. Everything comes pre-assembled. You just slap it on. So these are also the Bear Claw V2 doors. So, any reviews, Kevin?
I love them.
Good. So, you know, here's a shot of it. Got to take the front diff out, but you know, the lighting's not that great, or with my wife's car there. But yeah, doors are perfect. Alright, so now that we're done with the doors, we're going to move on to the next step, getting that diff out. I'm not going to show you how to get it out. There's plenty of stuff on YouTube for that, but I'll get a little bit more detailed on actually rebuilding one in the next video. So first, to getting the roll pin punch, to getting that pin out because it's stuck. So he's been spraying it down for almost a week now. So I got a nice punch set. So we're gonna knock that out real quick. Got this side all off. This freaking roll pin was a pain to get off, and I don't think this GoPro is gonna really pick it up though, but it's actually cracked right there. So like I said, we're replacing this with a bolt. Guys, this is the first, and this is the first you've even seen this on video. Kevin's working. But yeah, I was sitting down here talking about the tie rods and everything. The front diff is the only thing I haven't even been in on this bike yet. So
not because it's a bad bike.
No, but like I said, even on mine, if we see a problem, we're gonna fix it. So front diff just needs to be gone through. It's been what, 2-3 years you've had this thing and been trouble free. So I'm gonna do that. But yeah, like I said, that roll pin was a pain to get out. But we got some nice roll pin punches. So
shit.
So I stopped filming, went inside, talked to the wife for a bit, came back out, and he's still on the same
Yeah, I'm gonna get
nut. Yeah. He'll get it one day. It's on here.
I know. It just won't hold it.
This is the day in the life of how Kevin's normal day goes.
Hey, you know what? It's alright.
He'll get it though. We're gonna sit here and film until you do.
You gotta run out of film. I'm gonna do it this way.
Look at the set we're using. I'm all done up here, but
Where is the other
we're still
one?
using this one.
Oh, you ain't got it.
No. Think we'll get to that with your brake still on?
No.
Okay.
What size is this? 15?
15. Alright, never mind. Like you said, I don't have enough film. I'm going to cut this off. Alright, so here we got all the pieces laid out. Got all the roller pins out, cleaned up. I got a new bearing on this with the C-clip back in, cleaned up. And now this is pretty much the problem though. Obviously, his whole cage just, every piece of it fell off, and there's little chunks like there. So I got to take the C-clips, or I think they call them H-clips, off of that one, and then press onto this one, and then install all the rollers onto this. So that's just the next step, is taking all of these off, put them on there, and then we can start pretty much assembling everything again. Okay, so the last thing I want to show, just so you can get an idea if this thing actually works before you put it all back in the razor and it doesn't work, just go to your battery on the thing, get some alligator clips, get your positive and negative, make sure you got like 12.5 volts or whatnot. Go ahead and just clip it in there. There's only 2 clips in there. I don't even know which one's which, but it works both ways because it's just a magnet and reverse polarity to make it go one opposite way, forward, reverse. So when you hook it up, that magnet should be strong enough that when you rotate this, and you're going to probably need to with the screwdriver, that this side also rotates forward and back. There's backwards, forwards, and then when you come over here and you release one of them, then you rotate this becomes a whole lot easier, and this doesn't move. So you can see nothing's moving there. And that means now that the magnet released those clips with the rollers in there, and now it's not grabbing on the splines there. So that's how to redo one of these front diffs. It's really not that hard. Like I said, the only difference between the older ones is that there is a 4-bolt flange here with 2 bearings in it, and then a smaller seal on the rear. The upgraded ones, or the 900s, 1000s, would not have the bigger rear end right here with just one solid bearing. So that's how you know your differences between your years. Everything else is pretty much the same eternally, except it didn't have that plastic ring with that big spring in there. But that was simple to put in, so not hard to do at all. We'll go ahead and put it back in though.